Hey guys, Nathan the Trainman here, and it's review time. Guess what we're gonna review? That's right, you can read in the title. Here's a hint. What puts out fires and is also on the railroad? This thing. Oh, there we are. This is a vintage Lionel number 52 Fire car. With two water hoses right here and a hose with a thread that you can pull out. Let's get into details. Wait, before we do that, as you can see, this is a trolley type of car, which means that you push one side, it reverses the direction and goes the other way. Push this side, it goes this way. You can see my my fire car can only go one direction because the other side's broken. This is the backwards reverse. You can hear it humming. But when I do this side, that light's turns on. I believe the light's supposed to blink, but it's just on. Anyways, let's get to the detail. Let's start off with the hose. This hose is a really cool hose, which is silver painted plastic nozzle with brown thread. This is to put out fires if you have a fire figure, which is right here, including the set. That's the front of the engine of the car, and the bumpers have a texture on it, which gives the texture sort of rubbery, so it can grip onto things. Now let's look in the cab. This is a trolley, so it requires a lot of work. But the inside, this you can see through and see the mechanism. So you can pretend it's kind of like cab detail. It's very, very neat. It's a very neat feature. And there are a lot of other trains, like I think it's the Hudson in the cab interior. The reverser, it kind of looks like part inside engine. Anyways, now that's out of the way, let's look at the bell. The bell is a sort of rubbery plastic gold chrome that does not swing but is mounted up here. Looks to be like a screw or something, or glued. It's very neat. Does that bell sound like other fire trucks. I don't think fire trucks have bells, but anyways. Now I already talked about this. Light, very cool light. Turns on when you power up. Okay. Let's stop running it and we'll run it later. Anyways, we covered the front. Steps on each side, very neat. And some details right here. A fire extinguisher, and it looks like a hammer. And I think it's on this. Oh, it's different on the other side. It's a mechanical gears, gauges over here, and the hammer and fire extinguisher is over here. Now let's get to the center. Two hatches, which I assume is the water tank, and looks like a nozzle that sprays smoke, but steam or something, exhaust pipe or something, of some sort. I don't know. Now let's look at the figure. You can see my figure has been through a lot of fires. His face is black. That is not usually good for a fireman. His hat is black too. Partially red, and his uniform's covered in soot. He needs to get cleaned up. Alright, now this thing he's standing on is a fire chair with a hose. This is basically the reverser, and much like the gang car, which I'll be reviewing, it goes back, forward, back, and forward. It's very neat. And it shows, also, instead of using the tram, you can just do this. Alright, so let's get on to this part. Anyways, I just need to get something real quick, and I'll be back. I'm back. Anyways, let's get back onto the review. It has steps on either side. Pretty neat detail so the fireman can walk up, get to his position. It also has diamond plate texturing, which is a really neat feature. Adds it just a little bit more detail. Alright, now let's look underneath. The pickup rods and very nice train. It's a very nice car to add to your layout. So let's see the mechanism a little bit more. So you push this side and it like turns a gear. You can see there, that's a gear place. There's a gear in it. Whenever it touches it, it reverses the direction. I do not know how this thing works that well, but I know that it changes the gear, which changes the direction, which everyone should know. Now let's get it running. Across the layout. Oh, that's the gang car back there. You can't see that. I'll make another review of it later. Now let's see this thing run. This one, my version, it's a little rusty, but it's a little old, but it needs kind of like, it's kind of rust. It kind of makes a loud spark sound whenever it like goes around, curves. It's usually good a good sound. See that sound? It causes sparks underneath. Which causes from the metal is moving. Alright, now let's turn this thing around. I just need to take some cars out of the way. There they are. Alright, now let's run this thing around the layout. Powered up. Make that sound. Causing from the sparks. It's caused from the sparks. Right. Now, let me show you my full layout. Extend the camera up. Boom, my small layout, which I showed in the Milwaukee Road passenger car video. See that light buzzes up. It's really neat. At nighttime, you can tell when it's coming. And that's my review. And that's my review of the Lionel vintage. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to experience the fun about trains. I'll see you soon.